Arena of Valor hasn't even hit the U.S. yet, and already they're ahead. What's up, everybody? This is the Q. I am Belligerent. We're talking about episode 12, coming around on the 2-week mark. Thank you so much for hanging with me. If you have been with me the whole time, and if you're new, welcome in. If this is your first time listening, thank you. Glad you're giving us a shot. But let's get into this. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about viewership. I'm not talking about players. We know that Arena of Valor has a huge marketing, what's the word I'm looking for? God, I can't even. A huge marketing format that Vainglory will never be able to compete with. I mean, let's face it. First of all, it's made by the company that is basically associated with League of Legends, which is the largest, or one of the largest esports platforms, period. So you already know that they have a ton of fans and everybody's going to be eager to pick up the mobile game. I'm not talking about that. And I'm not talking about the money. We know the company that backs Arena of Valor is a huge company. From what I've been told, I've done zero research in it, but from what I've been told, they are basically the equivalent of Facebook for the Asia community. So they have huge money. What I'm talking about are heroes, champions, characters, whatever you want to title them. Each game calls them something different. I just looked it up online on a website. I don't know how accurate it is. It could be old. It could be up to date. I don't know. But on the website that I looked at, there were 51 heroes in Arena of Valor. Vainglory has 36. Vainglory has 36. We're behind. That's 15 heroes behind. And Vainglory's been around a lot longer. That's kind of troublesome. That's kind of worrisome. I mean, think about it. 51 to 36, that's 15 more heroes. And at the rate that Vainglory releases their heroes, that means Arena of Valor could not, or could go without releasing a new hero for an entire year and would still be up on how many heroes Vainglory offers. When you consider that Vainglory offers a new hero just about every month with their updates, and occasionally at times this year they've gone an update without introducing a new hero. Do we need to see Vainglory start introducing 2 heroes each patch? I mean, we definitely need to make sure we need to see a new one each patch, but if we're going to 5v5 and you want to compete with other 5v5 MOBA games, you got to have a hero pool. And it's hard. I understand that there's a lot that goes into creating heroes, balancing heroes, making... And I give SCMC a lot of credit. They really try, and sometimes it doesn't work, but they really try to make sure the hero is balanced and make sure the hero can have an impact in the game rather than just spamming out heroes. And that's what a lot of games that I've seen have done, is they just kind of spam out the heroes. So I give them credit for that. But we're behind. We are way behind at the rate that heroes are released, and we're getting into 5v5 territory. And why is this so important? Well, this is so important because when you don't even have to think about bans, right? In one 5v5 game with just 5 heroes on each side, you're basically talking about a third of the heroes available in your game getting played. And to me, that's too large of a percentage. And then when you add in drafts, let's say it's a double ban draft. I would want to see triple ban draft like we talked about in the last episode. But let's just say it's a double ban draft. So now you're talking about 14 heroes. That's almost 50%. I don't know what the math is. I'm not going to do it in my head while you're listening to my podcast. But that's ridiculous. So we need to see some new heroes. Let's talk about some ideas for some new heroes. So we know uh, coming soon is this new electricity hero, lightning hero, whatever it is. So I've seen different names. I don't know exactly what the final name is going to be, but she appears to be kind of like the female version of Thor, right? Like the goddess of thunder and lightning or something like that. And before her was Lorelei, which was a water mage, and then we had Reza, which was fire. So we're getting into some elementals now. But why not a earth? I want to see a earth hero, like somebody who throws boulders from the ground or causes mountains to rise and knocks the opponent's back or something like that. A big brawler type, tanky type hero. Maybe a captain, but I'd honestly almost rather see like a brawler, like a Rona type. That's just he's made out of rock, so he's hard as hell, and it's really hard to take him down and to beat him. That's what I'd like to see. What else needs to be introduced? I think when you're talking about 5v5, I would really like to see somebody with more wave control and CC. And I know, you're going to say, oh, there's a lot of those already, but not really the type that I'm talking about. Like, I'm almost talking about somebody like Lyra on release, where you had the 6-second bulwark that you could just kind of control the lane with. You could throw the sigil over to the other side and just dominate the lane, control the lane. Maybe a hero that kind of along the lines of, and this is a different idea now. I'm just throwing out ideas. If you have ideas, hit me up on Twitter or in the comment section or however you want to get a hold of me. Just hit me up. Give me your ideas. Maybe we can revisit this and talk about it again at a later time. But I'm thinking, somebody who summons some type of, along the lines of like a fortress who summons the wolves, or a Petal who has the Munions, but I don't want them to be necessarily leashed to them like Petals, and I don't want them to necessarily just chase down heroes. Like, I would like to see them maybe prioritize heroes if they're in the area, but, maybe you start out, and I gotta admit, I'm stealing this from one of the heroes, one of the gods, I guess, from Smite that I've seen played, but so you summon like this in the Smite. Okay, let's just call it in the Smite game. This one of the gods summons clay warriors, and at level 1, it's, or maybe like level 1 and level 2, it's a single warrior, and level 3 it goes up to 2 of them, and then if you max it out, you get 3 of them, and they'll go help you fight the wave. They'll go, if they're like, again, if there's a hero around, they'll prioritize the hero. But something like that, where it's not necessarily like all or nothing with, like it is with Petal or Fortress. With Petal, you have to attack. I just want somebody that I can send out after somebody, or somebody that will help farm or something like that. Or, maybe somebody with an ability similar to Samuel's Drifting Dark. However, the Drifting Dark is the actual attack, is where Samuel's Drifting Dark, it does a little bit of damage or whatever, but it's really there to empower his malice and verdicts. I would like to see somebody who lets out some type of cloud or something that just does the damage and just kind of controls the lane and zones more. I think we're going to need more zoning when 5v5 comes out. So like some of these heroes that have been, have had balance changes, been nerfed and things like that, so they can't be so powerful in zone control. Like Lyra on release, when she's been nerfed to hell and back since they released her. but she used to have like this just dominant zone control, and I'd really love to see that. I think we're going to need that coming out of 5v5. So, yeah. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit me up, belligerent_VG on Twitter. Like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube. You can find us on iTunes as well. You can always ask me questions on the Curious Cat app. Let me know. Again, this was episode 12. I am Belligerent. This is the Q. I appreciate you spending some time with me. Have a good day.